everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be chit-chatting, getting ready with you guys, getting all caught up because it's been a while. It's been over a year since I recorded my last, my and only YouTube video. So let's go ahead and jump in. I think I'm gonna use the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette with Morphe Cosmetics. Just play around, see what happens. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so I zoomed in. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyeshadow first. If you're wondering where I'm looking in the mirror because mine is right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start by using the E.L.F 16-hour Camo Concealer. And this is the matte one in Light Sand. I just use this to prime my lids. And then while that's drying, I like to let it get a little bit tacky first before I blend it out. I will go ahead and do my eyebrows. And I'm using the E.L.F Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. And I'm just gonna go in. So it's been over a year since I did my last tutorial and a lot has changed, y'all. Like, so much has changed in my life. And looking back at that video, I was so nervous. It is so funny to see like where I was at that stage in my life and where I am now. I'm probably gonna be a little bit different because A, I'm not as timid. Not that I ever really was, I was just nervous. And B, I wanna get to y'all to know the real me, the real Felicia, you know? So, since, let's see, since my last video, I promoted to Staff Sergeant, effective 1 April. So that's super exciting. I PCS'd to Randolph Air Force Base in San Antonio, Texas, which is my hometown, where I'm from. And I applied for the position and I was approved to go here and I'm so excited about it. What else has happened? My babies are grown, not really, but they're so big. So much growth, so many changes. I bought my first house. Since my last video, my husband and I bought our first house, and you know, just navigating this new job that I'm at. I'm still in the Air Force, obviously, but this new position is a lot different than where I was before, what I was doing before. So trying to navigate that has been interesting. Mostly just been doing a lot of school. Since I last talked to y'all, you know, PCS'd, got here, tested for, can y'all see me? Tested for staff, made it, got selected to go to ALS, went to ALS, wrecked my car, which was horrible. I'm laughing, but I was traumatized, so don't get that wrong. But yeah, I wrecked my car. ALS was really rough, but I made it through. Have a couple of airmen that I supervise now and a couple of, you know, changes in the sections that I've worked since I've been here. And yeah, it's just a lot. I feel like my life has never changed as much as it has in this past year. Like, so much has gone on, so many things are happening, so many good things. I've been going to school a lot. I had to take a break during ALS, so unfortunately, but I mean, when you go to PME and you do PME, you get credits for it. So it's not like I wasn't earning anything towards my degree, but yeah, I had to take a little break. And then when I came back from ALS in December, you know, holiday season, all that sort of jazz, not much really happened except getting reintegrated into my job. And then we, in January, moved sections. February, moved sections again. Just been trying to hold on to my sanity. But really, it's been good. I mean, the change is good. And since moving sections, you know, trying to get integrated, and then this coronavirus stuff happened and kind of shook our world, everybody's world, the entire world, literally. And, you know, trying to find a new normal right now has been interesting. So really, what a lot of us have been doing, you know, the Air Force and the government, you know, is trying to maximize teleworking, you know, making sure the mission happens from home. So we've been doing that and trying as best as we can to, you know, maintain our productivity from home, you know, trying to keep ourselves safe. But everything just feels like it's on hold, you know, everything that was gonna happen. I was going to have surgery in next week, actually, April 6th. I was supposed to have surgery, and that was unfortunately canceled. So it's gonna be rescheduled, but you know, 2 weeks notice it got canceled because they don't want me in the hospital for a surgery during this coronavirus stuff. So, which is understandable, but a bummer. So yeah, it's just been interesting. I don't know what I'm doing with this look, honestly. I feel like I was gonna go colorful, and here I am going kind of nude. Should I do something crazy? Who knows? This palette is really good. I love it. I love this palette 10 times more than Jaclyn Hill Original palette and the Jaclyn Hill Vault collection. Like, honestly, this is awesome. It's definitely more pinky tones, you know, if you've seen it, you know. Pinky, purple, that type of thing. I mean, there's some neutrals in here, but all the neutrals are warm toned and almost like orange. Yeah, they have like orange undertones to them, which if that's not your thing, don't get this palette. But definitely worth it for me. I love this palette, especially because I'm more of a, throughout the week, you know, in uniform, obviously I have to be in regs, you know, keep my professional looking. I say professional very loosely, but professional in the eyes of the Air Force. So I have to tone down my makeup. I usually don't even wear eyeshadow, to be honest, because who has time for that? But if I do wear eyeshadow because it's a special occasion, or I just fucking, you know, I just feel like it, then I'll always wear brown eyeshadow, or like a champagne color, you know, something super natural, because I don't like to push the regs or be borderline. But I'm also really praying for everybody in the world right now who is scared, or, you know, for themselves or their family, their loved ones, their friends, who are either positive for coronavirus or more susceptible to it, you know, in the at-risk category. I feel like it's a really scary time, and just we all have to be there for one another as best as we can, because you know, that's what humanity is just caring for each other in times like this. So if anybody is scared, or, you know, not sure where everything's headed, if you're in high school, you're senior, like, I'm sorry, you know, this is not, I'm sure this isn't what y'all wanted. Of course it's not what anybody wants, but it's bigger than ourselves, and staying home as best as we can, you know, is what's going to help everybody. And it shouldn't be just, you know, you shouldn't be concerned about things as mundane as a party that you wanted to go to, or an event that you, I mean, a wedding. I understand if you're upset about your wedding being canceled, but like, you know, just things that are not important, like my promotion ceremony is canceled. I'm not gonna sit here and cry about it, you know, because I understand why. And I wouldn't want my family there either, in a group of 100+ people putting themselves at risk for me, you know? So just kind of put that into perspective. And for all the people that are struggling with money right now, I'm sorry. I know this is, I couldn't imagine not knowing where my next paycheck was gonna come, or how much it was gonna be, or not having anything at all. So y'all are all in my prayers, and I'm thinking about y'all and wishing everybody the best of luck, and from the bottom of my heart. I really miss my in-laws. They live out in Comfort, Texas, which is about an hour and a half away from us, and we can't see them because they're both at risk because they're older, and it just makes me sad because I miss my family too. But I know that me staying away and the kids and I staying away is for the best, because when you love somebody, you sacrifice. Which is what we've been doing, is trying to ensure the safety and health of the ones that we care about. But enough coronavirus talk, because that shit's getting depressing. Love y'all. Topic change. I don't know what I want to do. Should I cut the crease? Should I just like smoke it out? How are y'all feeling? I feel like I want to cut the crease, but I want to do something crazy. Like should I do some yellow? Let me do a little yellow out here. Yeah. And do a little sunset eye. I feel like, I'm not gonna talk about the virus, but just some things that have happened since I've been quarantined, some realizations that I've had. So since I've been home, you know, you're alone with your thoughts a lot more than maybe I'm used to being, maybe more than I want to be. But I think it's a good thing, you know, kind of grounding myself and realizing the important things in life, or things that I haven't done that I've wanted to do, or, you know, just all of it. Finding out new things about myself, or things that I let kind of slip away because life kind of got, you know, crazy. One of those being, you know, I used to paint. I used to be really into art, and I mean, I guess I still do my makeup, but I mean, like, you know, besides just on my face. And yeah, I stopped doing that a long time ago, and I don't know when that, I think it happened when I stopped after I had Sebastian, because, you know, when you have kids, for those of you that do have kids, your life changes so much. It stays the same in a lot of ways, but your free time is fewer and far between. So what you do in your free time changes, because you don't have the luxury of sitting down and painting for 12 hours throughout the day, or you know, just doing things that you really love, unless you prioritize them, which is what I'm getting to. You can do it. Don't, you know, that's what we tell ourselves, is we don't have time, but it's all about how we prioritize. And instead of, you know, doing things that make me happy, or things that kind of light a fire in my soul and make, you know, bring me joy, I scroll mindlessly on Instagram, or I watch Netflix, which I'm never gonna stop watching Netflix, but maybe I need to you know, I thought maybe I need to reevaluate what I'm spending my time on. Instead of, you know, on the weekends when the kids are, you know, they're watching their little movies and playing and snacking on, I don't know, crackers and shit, I can sit at the table where they can't touch anything and paint while they're enjoying themselves, you know, instead of going through my phone and kind of just being a zombie in my own life. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm definitely not. But it's something I'm more mindful of now, and something that I want to change a lot, you know, about myself. So we'll see how that goes. Also, I was talking to my husband, and I've always wanted a garden. I remember when I was younger, my mom, when we lived in Washington, my mom and I think it was strawberries or green beans or something. It was something simple. And we planted a couple of them, and it was really cute and fun. And I don't know, I want to have experiences like that with my children and find something that we can bond over, especially at this age. Like, I can't sit and just talk to my kids. You know, my kids they're not at that mental capacity yet to just hold conversations and engage in a normal conversation at that age. So I'm trying to find things that I can bond with them over and build, you know, a loving relationship that isn't just, let's watch Disney movies. Now, I love watching Disney movies. We have definitely bonded over watching, you know, all of my favorite movies growing up, and it's cute to see my son sing, you know, songs from The Little Mermaid, because that was my favorite movie growing up. But I want something deeper than that. Like, I don't want my kids to be so attached to things like the television or video games, or not that they are, but I don't want it to become that. You know, I want to prevent that from happening and have more time outside and more time doing what I used to do when I was younger, you know? So my husband and I decided that next year I'm putting this on video, so he has to do it. I love you. But he's going to build me some garden beds, and we're gonna have a vegetable garden. I don't know if I'm gonna do fruit, we'll see. But we have a huge backyard. Like, our backyard, it's just, I feel like sometimes it's too big because we have to mow that thing, but it's really big. So we have plenty of room to have 2 huge garden beds, and on the side of the house, you know, it's in the backyard, but the backyard kind of goes along the sides and then in the backyard. So along the side of the house, and still have so much room to play and, you know, kick a ball or whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna try to, it's gonna be for next season. So I'm thinking in, I don't know, winter-ish, we'll probably build the boxes, and then depending on when you have to plant the specific plants, obviously I know that there's a time to plant specific, you know, vegetables or fruits or whatever, then I would plant them accordingly based off of that. So I want to like have a little plan of what's gonna go in my gardens, how many things I'm gonna try to produce, and then it kind of had me thinking like, wow, next year I will have a 3.5-year-old and a 2-year-old, and that just blows my mind because I can't believe that my kids are growing up so fast. I know when we moved here, Scarlett was 4 months old, and now she's crazy. She's 16 months old and living her best life, I'll tell you that. She's definitely, I've realized like since having her, the different, you know, how and seeing her grow and her come into her own personality, how different she is from Sebastian. Even as a baby, like they were so different. And now that they're older, I can tell even more, but I'm curious to see how they are as they grow up together. Let's see, what am I gonna put on here? Should I do something crazy? Yeah, you wanna know something messed up that happened? If you are stationed on Randolph Air Force Base, watch out, because it was a smaller version of this. So this is pretty big. It was a smaller version. The James Charles eyeshadow collection. My husband got it for me for Christmas. And I used to always bring it to the gym in the morning so that I could do my makeup after I showered, you know, and worked out. And one morning I had to rush out of there because there was a commander's call last minute and I wasn't aware, or a chief's call or something. There was something I had to be at that I didn't know I needed to be at. So I found out last minute. I didn't have time to do my makeup, so I ran out in a rush, and someone, while I wasn't looking, either found it and didn't return my makeup brushes or stole that shit from right under my eyes, right under my nose. So I don't know what happened. I went back about 7 times, called them multiple times, the gym, and asked if they had anyone return them. And nobody returned my makeup brushes. So I think I'm just gonna do this little bronzy eye. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see if I keep doing this, y'all. You know, I promise shit and then I get too lazy to edit the video. Because it is so much work to edit a video. That shit takes me hours. But I like doing it when I'm finished. Like, I like the finished product, so maybe I can try to stay committed to doing it longer this time, or more than just once, I guess. If you follow me on Instagram, I'll link it down below, but if you follow me on Instagram and you want me to do a look, let me know. Like, send me a DM with like a picture or one of my photos on Instagram if you like any of my makeup looks. If you don't, then bye. But but yeah, if you want me to do a specific look that I've already done, just send me a DM on Instagram and I will try to make a video on it. Makeup is makeup, right? You don't have to always go with the trends at the moment. Like, I know a lot of people are really into bright eyeshadows, and don't get me wrong, I like bright eyeshadows, but I don't know if they look good on me. Like, I look at myself and I've played around with this Jaclyn Hill palette, like some pinks and shit, and I just don't know how I feel about it on my eye. Like, is it cute or do I look like a clown? I'll never know unless y'all tell me. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my base, and then we can finish off the look. So I went ahead and popped on a lash. They're Cherry Blossom 3D Silk in 922. And I got these, I think they're 922. Might be a different one, but I got these from like the beauty store for $1.99. And they're pretty cute. I'm just gonna do a super simple nude lip. I'm gonna use the NYX Professional Makeup Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, definitely a turn on, waterproof extreme color lip liner in Nude Suede shoes. That was a mouthful. Okay, now that I lined my lips, I'm going to use the NYX Butter Gloss in Fortune Cookie. This one. Let me just spray her now. So I went ahead and slicked back my hair. And yeah, this is the final look. I don't know if I'm gonna be posting consistently. I wanna say I will, but who knows in this crazy life of mine. So until next time, thank you for watching, and sending my love and all my prayers to everybody who's, you know, dealing with the state of our world right now, especially all of my deployed friends or anybody I know who's deployed and is separated from their family during this time. I'm thinking of you, and I'm thinking of my family and just everybody, and wishing y'all the best and praying that everybody stays safe and healthy. So I will talk to you next time. Thanks for watching. Has anyone ever tried to do a TikTok video? Cause I'm so confused. I'm ashamed. I've gotten this far and I don't know how. Oh my God, finally you're here, bitch. You got $1? So I can go buy a slushie. You're fucking lying. Let me see. Open your purse. I see it right there. Give it. Bye, bitch.